guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about how and why I moved back to Canada. So as I mentioned earlier in the other video that I went to primary school and high school in Zimbabwe. So the way the school system works in Zimbabwe is that we start new grades, new forms, we call them forms, in January and finish in December. So I was doing my A-levels, which are like the last 2 years of high school. And I finished in 2023 November. That's when I finished writing my exams. Then after that, I was now on my A-level break, like the break in between me finishing my A-levels and me starting university. So then in between that break, I traveled to Cape Town to watch the World Series. I was supporting someone who was playing rugby there in Cape Town. Then after that, I was back in Zim waiting for my results. So on one Friday in February, I was going through statuses, and then my best friend that was also like waiting for her results posted that, oh, she started posting memes that are connected to like in relation to those lecturers that are marking our exams. They're laughing at our answers right now. And then she posted that the results are out, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is this girl doing now? She started clowning again. But here's the thing, she wasn't clowning, the results were actually out. So then now I started like trying to create an account for me to access my results on the Zimsec portal. So that afternoon, the portal was glitching since probably a lot of people were trying to access their results. So since the portal was glitching, I was like, okay, let me just not do it. Then I just exited, then I like refreshed the screen, and I was playing games on my phone, scrolling on TikToks. So as I was making dinner later on that night, guess who calls me? My form teacher calls me from the school. Then I was like, who's this? She's like, oh, it's Mrs. M. I'm just calling to ask if you passed. I know you passed. Congratulations. What did you get? I'm like, what do you mean, ma'am? Then she's like, the results are out. You haven't like checked your results yet? Then I was like, I wasn't aware. I thought people were just joking. So then I started trying to access the portal again later on. And then I attempted like 3 more times, and the portal wasn't letting me like create an account. It was saying you created an account too many times, too many attempts. So now you actually can't. You can just go get your results at the school or either the headquarters. So I was too nervous to go to the school, and it was a Friday night, and the HQ only opens Monday to Friday, and schools also open Monday to Friday. So then I was like, what do I do now? Then I called my friend that was telling me that results were out, and she was telling me how she passed, and I was like, oh, congratulations. Then I just told her that my results, they're not open. I couldn't access my results. And she's like, how could you not access your results? I mean, you know how to use a phone, right? Imagine someone asking you if you know how to use a phone. I said, yes, I know how to use a phone, but I just, the portal locked me, it banned me because I attempted too many times. So Friday, no results. Saturday, I go out, people are asking me, oh, did you pass? And I'm like, I'm trying to explain to them that I couldn't access my results. They probably thought I flunked, because what do you mean you couldn't access your results? Sunday, people are giving testimonies at church about how their children passed, and I'm just sitting there like, so people were just looking at me like, aren't you going to testify? Or like, what's going on with you? And I was just, then I explained to them after the service that, oh, I couldn't access my results. It was honestly like starting to look like I failed, and I just don't want to tell people that I failed. Monday, it's now Monday. I was just like, I can't go to the school. I'm too nervous to go to the school. So I decided to go to the HQ. So when I got to the HQ, they were asking me, which school did you say you went to? Then I explained to them I went to RGHS school. And they're like, those are like, this is like one of the most advanced schools in the country. What do you mean you don't know how to access your results from a portal? that's strange. Then I started explaining them. They're like, oh, it's okay, don't explain. We'll just help you. So then they created an account for me. They gave me a username and a password. Then they're like, they went through it like step by step. It was kind of like an embarrassing moment, but it was worth it. Then I accessed my results, and to my surprise, I did better than I expected. And I told my parents, my family, everyone was happy. I also like felt super proud of myself. Well, moving on, then I started applying for universities here in Canada. Then I got accepted. So then, as a family, they decided that I should move back to Canada in June. So March, April, May, June to like the first week of June, I was still in Zim. I had a small business. I was hanging out with my friends for like the last time. I didn't tell them that I was leaving. And then 1 week before, okay, so sorry about the interruption. So this is going to be the part one, and then we'll continue from there since I'm having issues with editing the videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and to share. Thank you so much.